Konnichiwa. Thank you all so much for tuning in with me today. Thank you for your likes, your comments, and your subscriptions. I remember I had to come home to evidently scope the rooms of anything that could potentially poison me or notice of any weapon. I live with three face jerks. And I know that when it comes to bad things with them, there is no limit. I made delicate and swift movements as quiet as can be. I needed safety to be in my own home. So I'm asking, who are all of the people affected by my role to feel safe? Why do I have to feel unsafe in my own home? Diane Stoltz, Dianstautte, was convicted of 2 counts of first-degree murder, a low-profile case, and pleaded innocent after being convicted of poisoning her family. She then tries her best, tries because something like this is not best. She tries to maintain her innocence. Despite confessing to police that she poisoned her husband, son, and daughter with antifreeze, Diane Stoltz says she is innocent. After sharing the chain of events that occurred, Diane seemed to be living a normal life as a nurse before poisoning and killing her family. Like my opponent, the plant Tui, here's Seymour tells him, here's Seymour, tell him Seymour murdered people to look cooler, for Harley machines to make people on the streets turn green, and for Audrey to fall in love with him. My stance, there is only one side for peace. To win any debate, I will only tell the truth. Little Shop of Horrors, this movie that I am doing the tarot card readings on, is based on 1986. I'm just jumped ahead and do this. At the beginning, I did not know which Little Shop of Horrors to do for the tarot readings, and I found out that there was this big astrological transit that happened in the movie called the total eclipse of the sun. And when this transit happened, that's when all of each of the characters actually had their vitality seen, and that's how their personality progressed in the movie. The total eclipse of the sun, as I know it, as the sun, king of self, the center of the solar system, home in the zodiac sign of Leo, rules the day of Sunday and your conscious mind. The foundation of how you build your personality is the sun. The part of you that wants its respect is the sun. The astrological transit of a total eclipse of the sun is that moment when you act and receive things that are your main concerns. Wherever your vitality is at this time, determine how yourself will progress in the world. I haven't mentioned this yet in earlier videos to the Little Shop of Horrors week, but there is a total eclipse of the sun transit that is going to happen on April 8th, 2024. And you and I will not see this again until the year of 2044. I value the dreams that I wish for. My criterion is going to be how to gain the safety. My contention, why universal basic income is a good idea. Let's pull some tarot cards out for Tui. The Morgan Tui debate. I will be pulling from the Broke Bitches Tarot Training deck. For Broke Witches by Broke Witches. By Kat Daring and Taryn Masterson. For Broke Witches by Broke Witches. No expensive companion book. No educational retreats with a tarot guru. No elite initiation under a full moon. You wanted a deck, so here's your deck. You can go further. You can get more resources. But if this is all you have, you'll have what you need. As a pair of broke witches ourselves, we wanted to develop the cheapest and easiest path to learning tarot quickly, whether you use it to find yourself or make a few bucks for groceries. You're part of the fold now, and we look out for our own. Welcome to your tarot journey. Welcome to the Broke Bitch Tribe. Welcome home. How, okay, let's ask, what is the career of the plants? Tui Audrey 2 is named after Seymour's love interest, Audrey. The plant comes in after Seymour has went to a Chinese store that is filled with plants. It wasn't a Chinese store. Sorry for any inconvenience. It is a plant store where a Chinese man sold him a plant, Tui, for $1.95 on the total eclipse of the sun. So now Tui has entered onto the stage. So now Tui is here. Tui's career. Nine of coins in reverse. Superficial, financial dependency, deceit. Tui starts off with this deceit when Seymour cuts his finger near him. Seymour is like, I have this strange plant and it's brought in a few more customers. And he wants to feed the plants water here, and Seymour wants more fame because he sees that now that he has this plant inside of the store, it is now bringing in more customers and more fame, and just a way to make Seymour look cooler. We notice that Tui becomes very superficial when asked to be fed water. Tui, as a plant that he is. Now, what I know as a plant, right, is plants like water and sun. Tui asks to be fed blood. He wants way more than water and sun here. He does not agree with the benefits of the natural universe. So Seymour gives Tui blood. Now Tui, his career keeps getting stranger from here, okay? He grows bigger and bigger every time he has gotten this blood to eat. Now he is a phenomenon to people who come into the store and see him in there. Now it's so cool, and Seymour is getting his fame. He's looking cooler to people, making people jealous. This is Seymour's world. I could care less if you are a star or not, but Seymour really takes that seriously here. And that's his personality, because that's what's happened after the total eclipse of the sun. His personality in the events occurred after that. Queen of Wands, passionate, takes charge, energetic. He takes charge over Seymour, encouraging Seymour to do this with him, to give him more blood throughout the whole movie here. Go get it, Seymour. It's easy. You can make up an excuse for these bad things, okay? So Seymour's career is growing big by getting fed blood. At the end, Seymour becomes so big, Page of Wands, that they have this bright idea of sprouting Seymour all across the whole entire America here and be bigger than hula hoops, right? And Seymour and the plant tells Seymour, just face it, Seymour, I am bad. What you're doing is bad. But the plant is a face jerk because he loves it, okay? He loves getting fed blood. He loves that. So we have I have the loving words from Jesus Tarot deck by Doreen Virtue, artwork by Greg Olson. How could Tui improve his life? Okay, beautiful cards. Let's get this out. Okay, we have Matthew 11:28. Come unto me, all you that labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. Matthew 11:28. When Seymour came to Tui, there was no rest. So we can say here that the plant here is bad, does bad things. What Jesus says, that if you come unto me, all you that labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. For those who work hard deserve the glory. Matthew 7:1. Judge not that you be not judged. Matthew 7:1. At the end, the the plant judges Seymour, and Seymour judges the plants. It's the song Bad by Little Shop of Horrors. The whole soundtrack is actually spectacular. If you have the time to listen to it, it really can teach you a lot here. Okay. The song, because I didn't know that this song was there at first, but it's called Bad by the Plants, I think. But it's on the Little Shop of Horrors soundtrack. Matthew 7:7. Knock and it shall be opened unto you. When Seymour knocked, he knocked for fame and he knocked to be cooler. So that is unto him. And when Tui knocked, he knocked for the blood of others and to murder other people. Because water and sun just ain't do it for him. He wanted to be big and bad. Seek and you shall find. Matthew 7:7. The plant sought to be big and bad, not to save the world. Forgive and you shall be forgiven. Luke 6:37. Forgive and you shall be forgiven. Tui had his own agenda as well. He wanted to be big and bad. So he told Seymour, "Feed me so I can grow up big and strong." And feeding him this, Tui had a lot of unforgiveness in his heart. Okay, now let's pull some no tarot deck cards here. Yes or no tarot deck cards here. Okay. Did the plant Tui care about humans? Did the plant Tui care about humans? No. Did the plant Tui, Audrey 2, use love to wash away the bad? No. What was the plant Tui's action effect on the solar system? We have a Korean passage. When the crow flies away, a pear falls off. The false intelligence that is globally spreaded, false speculations happen because of all of the confusion that is created from others who have made it their duty to cause confusion. Crimes against women. Unsolicited crimes against the woman's body and her true nature. Lies about love. Spreading lies about fantasy love by insinuating that fantasy love does not exist. Although Goddess and God ourselves has intended for us to love and fill up our cups, convincing that we do not deserve love, that this relationship that encompasses strong bond like a brother and sister, a highest form of a relationship, does not exist, therefore deserves to be ruined, is the lies told. I will now be pulling cards from the Occult Tarot by Travis McHenry. How can we possibly embrace our truest self if we never stare into the dark? How can I get justice during this war? We do have the five of wands. And justice. Winning the fight, winning the conflict. Agares and Astaroth. Teaches languages, causes earthquakes, overthrows politicians or clergymen, returns those who have run away. Agares. This Agares spirit, number 2, is like my innate power. I never pictured that I'd actually have this power because I've had it told so many times by the people closest to me that I was useless and all of these other things. But I have power with the universe. I am connected to the universe. I can cause the weather to change. I feel like I mostly work with humans, okay? And in that way, my power comes within my compassion, my sadness, and my healing. I can cause the earth to shift when it comes to humans, overthrow humans. And that's how I know that I will win. That's just how powerful I am on the inside. And we have justice. Tell how the angels fell. Reveals the past, present, and future. Teaches the liberal science. Knows exactly who the enemy is. Knows who the enemy turns out to be. And that's what I have had to do. And that is how I will win. And that is how I will get justice during this war. Let's pull out some Spirit Junkie Tarot deck cards. I can forgive people quickly, release my resentments, and set myself free. When I lead from a place of love, people respect me. The more I honor my inner light, the more I brighten the world. I choose to shine. Spirits Junkie by Gabrielle Bernstein, artwork by Michaela Ezra. Thank you so much for tuning in with me. Thank you for your likes, your comments, your subscriptions, and your watch hours. If you'd like to book a service, that is down in the description box, or send a donation to me for groceries or anything like that right now. Everything is alchemical. Sorry for any inconvenience if it's not there anymore, the services or anything like that, but it should be currently as I'm recording this. A tutelar.